to show you how I created this look. Let's get started. The model has already been prepped with cleanser and moisturizer. First, I'm going to apply the NYX Total Control Drop Primer using a brush to the model's face, neck and chest and let it sit for 5 minutes. Next, using a spoolie, I comb her right eyebrow upwards, making it easy for me to block it. Using a glue stick, I apply glue in the same motion on her eyebrow and let it dry. Then, I take the NYX Total Drop Control foundation in the shade 09 Olive. Using a brush, I apply it all over her face, neck, chest and ears to give medium coverage. A lighter shade is used to make the model look pale but natural. Using a damp beauty sponge in dabbing motions, I blend the foundation into her skin to make it look seamless and remove any excess foundation. Taking the NYX Epic Ink eyeliner in black, I outline a circle around the eye to mark the area of the skull half where I am going to start shading in. Now, using the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Black Bean, I color in half the circle. Taking a flat brush, I smudge the colored area to make the transition better. Then, I pack the darkest shade in the soft and rosy palette using a tapered brush to set the cream product. Taking the shimmer maroon from the same palette, I place it on half the lid and under eye using short dragging motions, as this delivers more pigment to shimmer and glitter eye products. Then, taking a clean blending brush using the windshield wiper motion, I blend the two colors together. Using a flat brush, I apply the NYX Hot Singles shadow in the shade Hot Seed to the inner corner of the eye and blend. I go back and forth with these colors to add pigment and blend for a seamless finish. Now, for the other eye, I start by using a spoolie to comb her eyebrow in place. Using a flat brush, I apply a mix of the maroon shimmer and hot seed to the center of her lid and top it off with a light pink shimmer from the palette. Taking a lip brush, I use the NYX Vivid Brights Creme color in Bad Blood and apply it in 2 lines around the lid as shown. I then set the creme color by using a mix of eyeshadows to retain the original color. Using the NYX Epic Ink eyeliner, I draw a fierce wing and outline the crease. I fill in the outline with a mix of maroon shimmer and hot seed and pink shimmer to add pigment and use the NYX Nude Matte Shadow in Haywire to smoke the inner and outer corners to add depth and make a light halo. Using the Slide On Glide On eyeliner in Glitzy Gold or Glamour, I make 2 lines on top of the creme color. I also fill in her eyebrow using the same. I outline half the crease of the right eye using the same pencil. I apply 2 coats of the NYX Worth the Hype mascara on both the top and bottom lashes of the left eye. I coat both sides of the top lashes to give a dramatic effect. Using a damp beauty sponge, I correct the foundation that has been smudged during the process. This is repeated whenever necessary off camera. To contour the face, I take the jumbo eye pencil and draw a straight line on her cheekbone and curve it downwards towards the hollows of her cheeks. I connect the upper side towards her hairline. I draw 2 semi-ovals on her forehead as well. Using a flat brush, I smudge the eye pencil to give a more smooth outline and easy transition. Using a fluffy tapered brush, I take the darkest shade on the palette at the tip of the brush and place it angularly on the outline. This will give more pigment towards the line and reduce the pigment away from the line. Then I take haywire and dab it to create depth. Dabbing will increase the pigment and reduce fallout. Using a dome brush, I smudge and set the rest of the eye pencil. Using haywire, I blend all the patches and use windshield wiper motions downwards into the face. I also contour her nose by using a thin, angular curved brush. I start from under her eyebrow till the tip of her nose using a mix of both the darkest shade and haywire. I contour her jawline by outlining it using the darkest shade in the palette using the same blending brush. I create some depth by dabbing mix of both contour shades onto her neck. For the chest bones, using haywire, I blend out a line angularly towards the middle of her chest. I use the darkest shade to dab the middle and blend to create dimension. I repeat this step for all the chest bones. I then contour her chest using a mix of both shades and blend for more depth to the look. The hollows of her neck are contoured by blending in the contour shades into the natural contour lines which are shown when she turns. Her collarbone is contoured similarly. Using the eyeliner, I draw a drop shape on the right side of her nose for the skull effect. Under the jaw contour, on the right side, I draw an elongated eye shape for the wound using the NYX Suede Metallic Matte Lipstick in the shade Modern Raven. Using a dome brush, I add some contour shades to create shadows and outline it roughly using the Epic Ink eyeliner. Using the dome brush, I create the shadow of skull teeth on the right side of her face near her lips. I blend the color, outlining a drop shape and add pigment towards the bottom of the drop. I glued on some leaves in the elongated wound shape, some rhinestones onto the blocked eyebrow and a finger bone prop on her chest. I fill in her lips using the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in Monte Carlo. Before it dries, I add a little Modern Raven and dab it in the center. I then use a tapered brush to add the darkest shade of the palette on top of Modern Raven. This creates a reverse ombre effect on the lips. Using the jumbo eye pencil, I draw out a trachea on the already colored area, smudge it using a flat brush and set it with the darkest shade. I proceed to dab and shade in the area around the trachea to create depth using the darkest shade. I filled in the trachea bones with the slide-on glitzy gold eye pencil off camera and also drew a few tears on the left side of her face, using the same to complete the look. This look was created with inspiration from Lilith, a character from my favorite series Sabrina, and it depicts her grace despite the punishment she received after Lucifer's return. It consists of two sides. One half is the skull, with the plant growing out of a wound to symbolize the beginning of a new life or hope. The other half is the queen warrior, whose eye paints are inspired by warrior art, confidence, and fierceness.